Hello everybody, this is Alan Lawrence, alanlawrencephotography.com. Today I want to show you how to create rain in your image where there was no rain. Now, I've got this image that I took over in Eastern Washington. Nice foggy day. It was wet, but it wasn't actually raining when I took this image, so I'd like to add rain. I'm in Lightroom right now, so I want to take this into Photoshop. I'm going to hit Edit in Photoshop, and I'm using version CC 2014. We'll open up that image in Photoshop. Okay. And then one of the first things I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new layer, and that's an empty layer. And we are going to fill that layer with black. So you can see now that our layer is completely black. I'm going to now go to Filter, Noise, Add Noise. And I want to use the amount of 25% with Gaussian and monochromatic. Make sure that monochromatic is checked. And I'm going to hit OK. Once I've done that, I'm now going to go into Edit, Transform, Scale. And I'm going to change the scale of the noise up here at the top from 100% to 400% on both sides. So you can now see the noise is much larger. Once I've changed that to 400 by 400, I'm going to come up here to this checkbox and click OK. And now you see I have a layer of noise. That's layer number 1. I'm going to right click that and I'm going to convert that layer to a smart object. Sometimes converting to a smart object can take a few minutes. So now you can see with the double boxes down here in the lower right hand corner that it has now been turned into a smart object. Okay, now that we have a black layer with the noise as our smart object, we're going to come up here to blending mode. Make sure your layer is active. We're going to take our blending mode and change that to screen. Okay, once that's done, we will come up here to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur. And here you're going to change it. You want the angle to be about 65%. You can change it to however you want. And the distance will say 108. I might change the angle to be in the other direction, maybe not quite so much. I'm going to turn that on this particular image. As you can see, the sun is coming from the right side of the image. We've got clouds coming from the left side. So I'm just going to change it to be about angled. That looks pretty good. So I got minus 65 as the angle and 108. You can make it straight up and down if you'd rather, which is often what the rain looks like here. But I'm going to just angle just a bit. So we're going to go to about minus 74. I'm going to hit OK. Once that renders, now you can see I have a smart filter with the motion blur. Next thing I want to do is I want to add a levels adjustment. And once I have this levels adjustment, I'm going to hit my control, or I'm going to click on that. I'm going to hit my Alt key or my Option key on a Mac, and it turns, if I hover over the in between the two layers, I get this arrow. I'm going to click on that, and what that means now is that any adjustment that I make on the adjustment layer is only going to affect the layer below it. So here I can take my whites and I can increase the amount of rain a little bit if I want to. Just take it, add a little bit of contrast to that rain till it looks the way I want it to look. And I can take the whites and move them a little bit to make it a little bit more subtle. There. I like the way that looks. All right. Once I'm done, all I have to do is hit File, Save, and it'll automatically save back into Lightroom, and I've now added rain to my image. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and keep an eye on my blog for more in the future, www.blog.alanlawrencephotography.com.